My name is Ellen Fletcher. I was born in Berlin in 1928, the daughter of a German mother and a Polish father who divorced while I was still a toddler. My father's Polish citizenship, which I legally shared, protected me as a foreign Jew from the severe restrictions imposed by Hitler on German Jews in the 30s. Because my mother, a single working mom, could not care for me, I lived in a group home a few blocks from her apartment. On the night of November 9th, 1938, now known as Kristallnacht, the house mother woke us up and told us all to get dressed. We could hear much noise outside of shouting, screaming, bashing, and running, and could see the light from one or more fires. Our house mother fully expected the Nazis to crash into the apartment. Fortunately, they didn't. A few days later, I received a telegram ordering me to appear at the police station the following morning at 8 a.m. I learned that, as a Polish Jew, I must leave the country within 10 days. But instead of going to Poland, I left on a Kindertransport, an operation that arranged the departure of nearly 10,000 Jewish children from Germany, Austria, and a few hundred from Czechoslovakia to England. At 10, I was the oldest in my train compartment. As can be imagined, the children were very upset at leaving their homes and their parents without knowing what was in store for them in England. During the war, I spent 2 years in a refugee hostel for girls in Yorkshire, where Orthodox Jewish practices were observed. My foster father, at the home where I was living, had built a dugout shelter in the center of the garden lawn, and the entire family would troop down to it when the sirens sounded. Then gradually, the sirens were more or less ignored, and we'd stay in the house with its windows blacked out. Later, the dugout became my bedroom when a friend of the family was bombed out of his house, and he was given what had been my room. One night, an incendiary bomb actually bounced off the roof of the dugout, but fortunately it burned itself out harmlessly in the garden. Later, I was sent to live in a hostel for refugee girls, which was in an area less subject to bombing raids.